If you're looking for the best guitars under $500, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers and customer feedback. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have PRS SE Standard 24. A younger brother of sorts to the SE Standard 24, the PRS SE Standard 24 gives you a ton of bang for your buck. Though its vintage cherry finish top makes it look a bit cheaper than the SE, the guitar does, unlike the SE, come with bird inlays as a standard feature. Its non-locking SE level tuners are incredibly easy to handle, while its vibrato is near identical in appearance to the SE's. The guitar's electronics are installed in a cavity is just like the traditional USA-made custom 24 design. The SE Standard 24 features no scratch plate. Though the SE Standard 24's action and vibrato response aren't quite ideal, the guitar's player-personal setup helps to rectify these issues as they arise. Tone-wise, the SE Standard 24 really comes into its own at this price level. The biting lead tones and full, expressive and fantastic rhythms, everything you'd expect from a PRS, are all here. Though you won't be able to go blow for blow with an SE with the SE Standard 24, at this price point, it's an incredibly impressive and formidable instrument. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Epiphone Les Paul SL. A merger of the Les Paul Jr. and the Melody Maker, the Epiphone Les Paul SL is one seriously kick-ass guitar. Its poplar body is light as a feather but still has all the substantial heft of a Les Paul Jr. without feeling cumbersome. The SL features a custom single-ply pickguard that surrounds the two Epiphone 700 SCT bridge and 650 Squier neck ceramic single-core pickups. Aside from that though, the SL is a typical single-cut Les Paul Jr. with no binding, a mahogany neck, a slim tapered D-profile neck shape, 22 medium jumbo frets, an adjustable intonated wraparound stop-bar tailpiece, top-hat master volume and tone controls with a 3-way toggle switch and premium die-cast 14-1 tuners. Epiphone imbued the SL ceramic pickups with plenty of body and roundness, which gave these plump single coils a great deal of touch sensitivity. Even from a cranked amp, they still sound incredibly balanced and defined. The guitar stands perfectly well on its own as an instrument that is poised for rock and blues with a distinctive tone that cuts on its own terms. What's even better is how flawlessly the guitar plays, thanks to Epiphone's consistent textbook setup on its instruments. The number 3 position is held by Schecter Demon-6. Smooth, affordable and ferocious all at once, the Schecter Demon-6 is perfect for unleashing your inner speed demon. The guitar's thin C-profile neck, cut from maple with a satin finish, is incredibly quick and rewards a light touch. The bridge is simple but well built, while the guitar's active pickups powered by an easily accessible 9-volt battery are absolutely terrific. Otherwise, the updated Demon-6 remains the same as its predecessors, with industrial black chrome hardware, burl tone and volume knobs and a crimson red burst finish. Tone-wise, the Demon-6 truly lives up to its name. The bridge humbucker is a workhorse with strong, growling mids and an absolutely diabolical amount of high-end gold mine for metal soloists, no doubt. Those who don't wish to summon demonic forces with their playing will find that the Demon-6's cleaner tones are just as satisfying. Any punchy classic rock riffs are a breeze, while the cleanest settings yield startlingly articulate leads that are more than adequate for even the most subtle of parts. This electric guitar is, despite its maker's metal target audience, a true all-rounder. Next at number 4 we have Squier Classic Vibe 70s Telecaster Thinline. Squier's take on the classic 70s Fender Telecaster Thinline brings the guitar's iconic looks and sound to the table at an incredibly affordable price point. With a wide pearloid scratch plate, finely carved F-hole and Fender embossed humbuckers, Squier's version of the guitar certainly looks the part. Though, like most other Squiers, the modified 72 Telecaster Thinline features a gloss-finished modern C-neck, the guitar's performance and tone considering its price tag is simply phenomenal. The 70s Telecaster Thinline's cleans from the neck and middle positions are rock solid. Reminiscent of the sounds produced by Fat P90-esque single coils, they pack plenty of punch while the semi-hollow body makes for a woodier, less aggressive tone than you'd get from a straight-up solid body. Advertisement. The bridge humbucker yields a much more formidable voice that would sound right at home coming from an overdriven, cranked 11-valve amp. The guitar's open mid-range makes it ideal for both delicate finger-picking and massive, in-your-face rock riffing. Like its Fender-produced big brother, the Squier modified 72 Telecaster Thinline is a beautiful instrument that can wear any number of hats. The number 5 position is held by Danelectro 59XD. When it comes to guitars with the perfect combination of cool styling, righteous tones and amazing value, Danelectro has been the guitar industry's shining city on the hill since 1954. The company's 59XD model is no exception. The guitar's tone is rich, thick, dynamic and musical. Its neck has 21 jumbo frets with a shallow, rounded profile, while the profile itself is a shallow C shape that plays fast and comfortably. The pickups consist of a high-output single called P90 at the neck position and a pair of iconic Dono Lipstick 2 pickups placed side by side in a humbucking configuration at the bridge position. The Wilkinson tremolo is floating, so users can raise or drop pitch. The 59XD tone is simply ferocious. The P90 and Lipstick humbucker are absolutely raw with a vicious snarl, emphasizing delicious upper mid-range frequencies that slice through a mix without sounding shrill or harsh. The Wilkinson tremolo has a vintage-style non-locking design with all of the expected tonal benefits, but even the most aggressive whammy action won't knock the strings out of tune. The number 6 position is dominated by Gretsch G5220 Electromatic Jet BT single cut. This slim mahogany single cut can genuinely give a Les Paul a run for its money. Featuring 2 incredibly responsive Broadtron pickups, the Gretsch G5220 Electromatic Jet BT single cut can handle both detailed, expressive lead work and scorching hard rock with equal aplomb. Though the fretboard is made of black walnut, the guitar is smooth and elegant enough to pass for a much more expensive instrument at first glance. The Broadtron is a humbucker-sized Filtertron-style PAF warmth and single-coil brightness, giving the guitar pristine cleans with a touch of vintage Gretsch twang. Hard rock and even metal tones are no sweat for this thing either. Its harder edge tones are confident and formidable, without losing any of the articulation the guitar exhibits when engaged in more subtle work. The guitar's low action and player-friendly tension will also have you waking up the neighbors as you play into the night. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Sterling by Music Man Albert Lee HH. The Sterling by Music Man Albert Lee HH provides the eye-grabbing looks and the amazing buffet of tones supplied by its Ernie Ball Music Man produced counterpart at a price that won't make you cringe when you check your bank account post-purchase. Like the Ernie Ball Music Man version, the Sterling Albert Lee HH is built with an African mahogany body and 2 humbuckers wired to a 5-way switch. The vintage tremolo, optional on the Ernie Ball Music Man edition of the instrument, standard. Though it lacks the DiMarzio's its big brother features, the Albert Lee HH Sterling by Music Man 4-conductor humbuckers certainly don't slouch themselves. From gorgeous, ringing cleans to chunkier single-coil sounds that charge forth with impressive clout, the Albert Lee HH punches well above its weight. With its sturdy, player-friendly construction and dazzling tonal variety, you can see why Lee was convinced to abandon his signature vintage teles to design his own standout mode now available at an affordable price. The number 8 position is held by Jackson King VJS32T. Sleek and chock full of visual and sonic attitude, the Jackson King VJS32T is simply one of the best bang-for-your-buck deals in the metal guitar market today. With Jackson's trademark pointy headstock and shark fin position inlays, this thing makes a hell of an impression before you even play a note. The King VJS32T features a bolt-on, graphite-reinforced maple speed neck with 24 jumbo frets and a 12 to 16 compound radius. The guitar's 2 Jackson humbucking pickups are fitted with ceramic magnets. The King VJS32T's tone is incredibly aggressive, while its sustain would please even the Nigel Tufnells of the world. The guitar's compound radius makes it incredibly easy to play. Sustained, steady riffage and hurricane speed shredding both end up being a piece of cake as a result. Its low action also lends a hand to the instrument's shredding prowess, while also paving the way for titanic string bends. Lean, mean and incredibly easy on the wallet, the Jackson King VJS32T is certainly a force to be reckoned with. Next at number 9 we have Ibanez S521. The latest evolution in Ibanez's S series, the S521 gets you the look and a lot of the great tones of an Ibanez at a terrifically low price. The guitar's rosewood fretboard is 2-octave and features 24 jumbo frets, while its mahogany body is coated in an eye-catching burst finish. Quantum pickups in the neck and bridge plus a 5-way switch also come as standard. Overall, the Wizard Roman 3 maple neck is well constructed and reliable. The Cosmo Black finish on the S521's hardware adds an elegant touch to the low-budget model. The S521's fretboard is incredibly quick and smooth as silk. Tonally, though the guitar's cleans aren't always top-notch, its mid-range is phenomenal. On the higher end, its articulation is quite good and expressive, with lead sounding lean but nimble. In addition to its rock-solid variety of tones, the S521's sustain stands out within its price range. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Schecter C-1. The Schecter Stealth C-1 is more than a metal guitar. The South Korea-made 6-string comes with a host of features and specs that make it fairly versatile for most schools of rock. And at just under $500 for a well-constructed model, the Stealth C-1 represents great value for money too. The Stealth C-1 is a robust instrument whose simplicity is reflected in its design. An arch top, subdued finishes, subtle fretboard inlays, a bound body and all-black hardware complement its mahogany body and set neck. This is not a guitar that tries too hard to be something it isn't. In this case, it's all about rock and metal. That's thanks to the Schecter Diamond Super Rock Roman 2 humbuckers that offer straightforward fat, up tones, but they are also coil split, opening up another world of single coil sounds. As with most budget pickups, these humbuckers aren't the most articulate or nuanced around, yet with ample amounts of distortion, they'll get the job done. The thin C-shaped satin-finished neck with a 14-inch radius rosewood fretboard and 24 extra jumbo frets lend the Stealth C-1 more shred cred. But while there isn't a trem system here, a string-through body hardtail bridge is a decent trade-off. That's all for today. We upload music product review videos every single day. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.